The two ingredients for any successful company are satisfy customers and increasing profit. To achieve this, companies aim to improve quality of goods and services. High quality is the most important strategic goal for any company thinking to thrive. There has been a lot of theoretical studies about how to improve quality. Some important quality paradigm we will review in this course, including those provided by eminent quality gurus, such as Deming, Juran, Crosby, Ishikawa and Taguchi. Edward Deming developed a popular philosophy known as Deming philosophy, in which he developed theories for total quality management. Let's take a look at some of the most important tenets of this philosophy. The first is the use of statistical process control to identify special and common cause variations. This tenet emphasizes identifying both special and common variations. Special variations are erratic and unpredictable, whereas common variations are inherent in the system. The second tenet states that the quality depends on the policy of management, and if management creates appropriate conditions and motivations for workers to improve quality, then every worker will contribute to a better quality product. So this is important, because Deming's theory of profound knowledge talks about how management should create conditions in which every worker contribute to the quality improvement. The third tenet of this philosophy has actually become more popular than the philosophy itself. Deming suggests using the plan, do, check, act model to improve quality. This is known as Deming Psycho and is abbreviated as PDCA. Next, let's look at the principles of Juran's philosophy. Joseph Juran was a management consultant and engineer who developed a philosophy. The first principle of which suggests the use of Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule. According to this rule, 80% of quality improvement is possible by fixing 20% of problems. This rule separates the vital few from the trivial many. The second principle states that, from a customer perspective, quality has two aspects. The first is more features and second is freedom from trouble. So he suggests that quality improvement deliver both of these aspects. The last principle suggests using the quality trilogy model. This model uses quality planning, quality improvement and quality control for improving quality. Let's discuss Philip Crosby's philosophy next. Philip Crosby is a legendary name in quality management. His first book, Quality is Free, is bought by many and have ignited the quality revolution in United States and Europe. The first important tenet of Crosby is that quality should be defined as conformance to requirements and not as exceeding customer expectations. The next is quality is measured by cost of nonconformance. Philip Crosby briefs the importance of zero defects, and the necessity of creating the process is that do things right the first time. The next quality paradigm is Ishikawa's philosophy. Kaoru Ishikawa is the great mind behind the Ishikawa or fishbone diagram, with which you are probably familiar. This type of diagram allows users to see many more possibilities for causes and facts than they have been able to before. Now I walk you to the principles of this philosophy. First, he suggested the use of cause and effect diagrams to systematically list all the causes that can be attributed to an effect. These are sometimes called Ishikawa or fishbone diagrams. Second, he was the man behind the expansion of Deming's plan, do, check and act model. And last, he emphasized the use of quality tools such as the control chart, run chart, histogram, scattered diagram, Pareto chart and flow chart. And this Power Team Quality Gurus is not complete without Genichi Taguchi, an engineer and statistician who developed a methodology for improving product quality by identifying external influences, especially noise, on a product consistency and quality. Here I show you the principles behind the doctrine. First is the manufacturing process are affected by external disturbances or noise, and this impact the quality of goods produced. Noise should be minimized whenever possible, but some noise, for example bad weather, cannot be avoided. System should have robustness or the ability to function satisfactorily despite noise and external disturbances. The next important concept is quality loss function. This function is used to quantify the decrease in the perceived value of the goods by the customers once the quality decreases. Last, the suggestion to use design of experiments. This concept will be covered later in the course. It was Johann Carl Friedrich Gauss, a legendary mathematician and physicist, who first started working on normal distribution, which forms the basics of Six Sigma philosophy. But the person who first coined the term Six Sigma was Bill Cohen, an engineer with Motorola. Something important to remember here is that the Six Sigma process is one in which 99.9997% of the products manufactured are statistically expected to be free of defects. In other words, 3.4 defects per million.